Put on mute. Nope.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Katie Morton.
And I'm Jennifer Palmer.
We are both intuitives and energy healers and spiritual teachers.
And every Thursday night, we go live to answer your questions with your guides and loved ones.
Righto. So, first thing you could do is tell us if you can hear us. Because the last couple of weeks we've had some sound issues.
And share, please share us.
By all means.
And if you're just joining us, go ahead and start asking some questions and we'll get started as soon as we're done sharing and things come up on our. There we go.
Last couple of weeks we've had. I totally. Okay. Rachel Rose Farber says I can hear you. Thank
Yay!
you. That is awesome. Very much appreciated.
I'm trying to get to my live.
I'm trying to get to where I can share it, and there's like no share button on the video. That's happened to me before.
I can't even pull up the video. There it is. All right, we have 8 people watching. So
I know, and they're like, "Yay, this again."
You know, every single time, guys.
It's all good. Come on.
All right, how you guys doing? How's everybody going? Is everything going well for you guys?
Better than for us, I hope.
Yeah, I know, right?
I had to close out of it because it wouldn't let me share it.
All right, I just shared it to Nourishing Journey. All right, if you guys can help us out and please share, that would be awesome.
All right, well, I'm going to try to share the post that you shared. Nope, that's not the one that's showing up. That's showing up one that you shared from the 20th of September. That's so weird. All right, I'm sharing your share.
Go for it.
It's not letting me. Oh,
right post.
Really? That's how you do it? You guys,
you know what we need? We need somebody here to help us to do these things for us. That's what we need.
Yeah,
so we can just get on with it.
Yeah, we need a.
Anybody want to join us and help us share? That's so funny. We need a studio manager. We were trying to work with a green screen tonight, and it was so funny. We were trying to figure this out because we want to have a lot of fun with our lives and do some crazy things with a green screen. But we can't get it to work because our lighting skills are pretty much zero.
Well, our lighting skills are fine, but we don't know enough about green screens. So we haven't done the research, and we just stupidly thought we could like wing it. And it's a technical skill that you have to research. You can't just wing it.
So there's a lot to
that's
green
our
screens.
bad.
So when we were lighting everything up, it was bouncing off the green screen and making our hair green. And so then when we were playing with the editing, our hair would disappear.
Yeah, it was fun. Real fun.
We looked like ghosts.
We looked like something.
All right, are we ready to start?
I am ready to start.
Okay, the first person I have is Danielle Lear.
Oh, hey, Danielle. What's her question?
She says, anything for me about the rest of my 2020?
I'm now trying to find the video again. Okay.
Well, the first thing I'm seeing, I'm not quite sure what it means yet. It looked like, what do they call those things? Like pickup sticks, where you throw all the sticks on the ground or something and you got to pick them up without moving others, or isn't that what it's called? The pickup sticks? That's what it looked like I saw, where it looked like you were trying to figure out which ones to pick up, but I'm not 100% sure what it means yet. Are you getting anything yet, Carrie? Carrie? Katie.
You guys, this is going to be a good night. And the answer is no. Not yet. I think I'm just trying to center myself.
Oh, Lord.
Right. You guys.
Katie.
Yes.
Why did I call you Carrie?
Because you're wearing the necklace that Carrie gave you.
I am. So, Carrie, if you're watching, I'm wearing your necklace. I'm sure you noticed.
So, yeah, what they're showing to me is like I feel like about the pickup
Mhm.
sticks thing is that you're looking around your life and there's different areas that you could
Yeah.
focus on.
Mhm.
And it's sort of editing that and prioritizing and figuring out how much time and energy and thought you put into different areas. And like how soon, if you haven't already, like how soon can you quit the day job? I don't think you've quit yet because I kind of saw you in that, like, like, can I, like, what do I do with this? I just heard hang in there a little while longer, opportunities coming. And you're not going to be there forever, which you know.
Mhm.
But I'm also hearing with the day job, it's like skate by with it, like just do what you got to do. And obviously that's not a stick you want to put a lot of focus on. Like what they showed was that you like holding the spin, juggling that one, and just sort of autopiloting it. And then it's using your time and attention and energy on things like shamanism and art. You know, things that feed the soul. So I am feeling like that as much as you can to sort of minimize the distractions around you and kind of keep your head down with that. I just heard please. I just feel like that will be a slight challenge, but it'll be much more fulfilling if you can. And working on your skills as a healer and developing your intuition. I don't know if you meditate every day, but that's definitely, I feel like they're bringing that up as a good thing to do. And also journaling. If you have any sort of emotional issues lingering that you feel like you want closure on, like journaling is a good way to talk yourself into a higher perspective that can give you some more peace and let your mind rest on things. Otherwise, if we have open loops, our mind can even subconsciously sort of whir on things. And then we feel a bit more scattered and confused than necessary. And sometimes if we can just write ourselves into a state of closure about it on the page, we can kind of close the book and at least forget about it for the time being and focus on things that are more fulfilling for the soul.
I'm hearing too, be strategic about which sticks you're picking up. If I remember correctly in the game, there's certain ways you want to pick things up so that you don't destroy everything else. And not that you would destroy something, but it's kind of like, the way you do it matters. And not that it would mess anything up, but it makes it go easier and better. And so I'm not sure exactly what all those sticks are representing. I feel like there's more to it than this, but I think you get the gist.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe meditate on the sticks for some reason. I don't feel like they're giving it to us.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something missing with it, but I don't know. See what comes with it. Pick up sticks.
I think that's it.
All right. Next, I have Ariana. What do you have?
I have Rachel Rose Fiber.
All right, let's do Rachel Rose and then we'll do Ariana. Then we'll go back and forth.
Okay, Rachel Rose Fiber says, and thank you, Rachel Rose Fiber, for telling us that our audio is working. That was crucial. She says, any messages from my guides? Thank you. Okay.
It's interesting. So the vision I'm having, it's like there's this storm going on and a lot of wind, kind of gray. But as I peered up in the vision, I'm peering up above me, and there's this beautiful blue sky and a lot of gray as well. But like I can peer through the gray to see the blue sky. So I'm assuming that there's something that probably is not going well, according to what I'm seeing in this vision. But that when we aim higher, when we look higher, we stand higher and taller, we come to that clearing and we can see outside of the weeds, outside of the depths of whatever the issue is. And we come up above it and you can see so much more and so much more clearly and so much farther. There's no obstacles in the way. You could see forever. And I'm trying to get more information about what the situation may be, but they're keeping it really general. It may have something to do, I'm hearing not quite, but it may have something to do with what's going on, really in the whole world right now. But I feel like it's also very personal. But there's always answers. There's always clearer vision. There's better perspectives to see the world through and to see the situation through. And what they're saying is, always remember that. Don't stay spinning in the details. That's not where the answers are, and that's not where you're going to come back to center.
Yeah. So when I first tuned in, I saw this image and it was like space travel, just very peaceful and like zooming into space. And I was just kind of waiting to discern what that could mean. And then I clearly heard that they want you to connect with your galactic friends. So I don't know if you've ever done that before or what that might mean to you, but they pretty much said that it didn't need much explanation for you. So to do whatever that means to you, to connect with your galactic friends. And then I started trying to figure out who, and they were like, nope. And I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah, sometimes we have this guide named Voltar. We call him Voltar the Galactic.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's fun.
He is.
Not really. He's great though.
We love you, Voltar the Galactic.
We do. He's very serious.
Like, stop making fun of me, God.
He's really fantastic. Just not very fun.
He is fun, but he's serious. Like, he's fun for me, and I think it annoys him that he's fun for me.
That's awesome. All right, Ariana, what do my guides have for me today? Anything else for me to know?
So the first thing they showed me was Oriana, Oriana sometimes will like dance around, and she's very lighthearted and light-spirited. And then this song came on that said, "Gray skies are going to clear up, put on a happy face." So if you're familiar with that song, that's the only lyric of that song that I know. So that is that. Gray skies are gonna clear up, put on a happy face. Okay.
Good. Yeah, I was definitely getting a feeling of isolation and needing to connect with people. And someone came, it was really funny. I don't know if it's a past loved one or someone else's past loved one or who this is, but as I heard like isolation and feeling alone, someone else came in and was like, girl, don't you know it? I was like, okay. So I don't know. It might be a guide. I'm not sure who it is, but they came through really clear. I feel like what they're saying is, it's easy for a lot of us when we're in isolation and having to stay home and not be in community as much with everything going on, that it's really important to connect with people. And if you're comfortable with it, really get out of the house, go walk outside, go connect with people in person, even if you have to social distance. That person-to-person contact is really important. There's been such an uptick in depression and things going on for people. And it just shows us how vital human contact is, and to make sure that we get not just screen time, but in-person time. That energy and that connection is really important. I think that's it. It looked like, I think our screen just got wacky, so you guys are going to see that.
Fun.
Right. Next for you.
I have Jocelyn Moreno, and she says, I hope I can get a reading today.
All right.
So let's see what
Let's
we
do
can
it.
do for you, Jocelyn. Okay, so I heard a few things, and I'll just repeat what I heard. Greetings from the Most High. We have a message for Jocelyn Moreno. And I was like, yes, I can hear you. What is it? And they said to tell her we love her. I'm like, okay. So let's see what else.
Well, I saw a briefcase, so I think there's something about work
From the Most High?
from the Most High. I feel like there might be something. I don't know if you've lost a job or it's been more put on hold, you're not working as much, or something's happened with the whole COVID thing. But it feels like if it hasn't already, like good news is coming. It does feel like there's a shift. And if it's not for you, maybe it's someone in your household. It feels a bit ambiguous, but I do feel like there's something there with work. Maybe a project of some sort. It might not necessarily be a job.
Yeah, so the sort of going in tandem here with the from the Most High, what they were saying is, as you're waiting for whatever this is to sort itself out, what they really want you to do is to be.
We're having all kinds of screen problems right now.
We're just gonna ask our guides, like, can you guys please help us to like have that not happen? Thank you. Anyway, what they were saying, they showed an image of you, like. It was this feeling of like, I have to figure this out, or I have to get a job, or this and that. And what they want you to do is sort of pull back and try to get into a higher perspective about it. And what they showed was you sitting on a couch, so like in a relaxed state, and you had a book. It was sort of like following the heart's desire, the heart's calling to research whatever it is so that your life's purpose and your soul's mission can unfold. Like during this intermission where you might be like wondering like where it's at. It's like to open up a little bit, we can get scrunchy and in the weeds and like we have to figure it out. And it was to pull back and to be spacious, relaxed attitude about it, to take the time to pursue what really interests you from the heart, and also to be, doing some reading, doing some research, perhaps watching YouTube videos or pursuing those things that really call to you on a much deeper level. Because it feels like you're supposed to learn some things that is going to help this opportunity unfold, that'll position you well for it. I think that's all I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm not really getting anything else.
I just heard take advantage of the time you have now. Because the time and you don't.
There we are. Hey, something keeps happening with our video tonight. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Who do you have?
I have Joanne.
Okay, cool. Wow, we have like totally different comments again. Whoa.
Oh, now I lost Joanne. Well, that's real quick. Yeah, now that it restarted my screen and now all my comments disappeared. I love Facebook.
And I see unstable connection. Good connection. Huh. Why don't we just take a minute to clear the tech again?
I already have a couple times.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right, well, let's check in with Joanne and just see.
Okay.
Well, I heard someone's like, it's almost like they're screaming in my head, it's time, it's time, it's time. And then I see you dancing. It just looks like a really freeing dance. It's beautiful, actually. And that same one that said it's time is saying, moving forward with great stride. It feels like you've had some really good growth steps, like all of a sudden recently. I don't know if you're just suddenly realizing it or if you're about to, but it feels very positive. Even after Sedona. Things are continuously unfolding. I'm hearing continuing to unfold. And I think like even in like the next maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe more towards the 6-month end, you may not even really recognize, I don't want to say you won't recognize who you are, but the way you're approaching things and looking at things is going to be so different. The world shows up differently around you. And then I heard huge impact, but it felt very good.
I was just getting in the not too distant future. They showed you, you were sort of like, I think, over and through a lot of things that I think you've been more struggling on late, like before you were struggling. And then you're going to get to this point where you're like, oh my God, I am a completely different person now. And it was this very relieved, relaxed state of, I can't believe I used to be like that. Like so it's like a feeling of like real, like freedom, and a maturity that it's like you don't know yet you can hit is coming. And then after that, they showed you, it was like, pew, like this race car, like you were like a streak, like real fast. And it felt like accelerating growth beyond that. So it's like you're going to get over some hope where you're like, oh, I'm totally different. Like, and just when you think you're done, it's going to be like, whew, like even faster and farther with it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything else.
I think that's it.
All right. Who do you have?
Let's see. Shirley says hello. Hello, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley.
Jess Mack says, any messages for me this evening? All righty.
I heard moving on up, and in fact, they were kind of singing it a little bit. I don't know, but it's not a song I recognize. So, but it feels like it's this. Things are moving at a better pace in a better way, more fulfilling, or they're about to become more fulfilling. Easier, instead of feeling like you're moving through quicksand, it's gonna just be like when we're walking, and that's okay. We get interrupted again. Anyway, so it's just it's not gonna be so much effort. Things are gonna flow better. Good things feel like they're on the horizon and they're about to really start trickling in. And then I hear flooding in, but I think it has to do with, a lot of times career comes up for you. And I know that you have said that you aren't sure what necessarily your mission is or what direction it's going to take. But I feel like that's coming. Pretty soon. I heard stability.
Sorry, I was just praying to stabilize the connection. So they might have been saying, yes, it's stable now. It's a good connection.
That's funny.
But go on. Don't
No,
let
it's
me stop
okay.
you.
It's okay. And I think you're going to feel, I keep hearing freedom, freedom, freedom. And I think you're going to feel more freedom with your life. I'm not sure exactly what it is that's bogging things down, or it feels like you aren't so free, but that's evidently pretty important and it's coming. I just heard unraveling. So I think there are some things that are unraveling and other things that are coming in. I just heard efforts to bring things through to you. So just know that.
Okay, cool. I think I saw this for you last week, maybe, but it was like you climbing into the speedboat. And this time they showed you in the speedboat with a romantic partner. So you were it was like very romantic, like you were both standing like at the helm of the boat and you were sort of snuggled in together and it felt really good. So they just wanted me to share that and it feels like it's coming. And when I said like, how soon? And they said soon, which honestly could mean literally anything. So, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah, sorry guys, our connection looks like it's really bad tonight for some reason. I don't know, but I can see that it keeps glitching.
Yeah,
so
and we're not using like a whole ton of bandwidth for a bunch of stuff. But I will say I feel a little weird energy in here tonight. So it's whatever the weird energy is, I guess that's causing the connection problems.
Yeah. All right, bear with us, guys. Okay. I've got Jenny Biggs.
Okay.
Just any messages for me from my guides. So your guides are kind of funny, Jenny. The first thing I hear the music that goes like and then like there's some clown that's like standing with a broomstick. I don't know what that's about, but he's like dun, 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 and he's like dancing around with a broomstick. I don't know what that means, but I'm just passing along. It definitely feels like whoever this guide is, they're trying to lighten things up. So I don't know if you just, either you tend to have a funny nature about you or you need more fun in your life. And I'm tending towards you need more fun in your life right now. That's how it's feeling. And I feel like they just said, make no mistake, she has a good sense of humor. But I think there's something that you're down about. And then it went from a clown dancing with a broom to this really beautiful woman, almost like doing ballet, or this really beautiful dancing with the broom, and she's using it like it's a partner. Yeah. And she's like dancing.
Well, I started to hear the song "Love Will Keep Us Together," and I don't know enough about that song, but it's like "Love will keep us together," and that's all I know.
Okay.
I'm like pulling a blank on music tonight, but. And when love comes along, singing your song. Stop. Da, da, da. All right. If you can figure out what that song, name that tune, and then look up the lyrics. There might be some clues.
Well, and then I heard someone just say that it's important to keep it together. And I think it means, I think this is more relationship based. Maybe it's a friend. It could be, I don't know, a husband or something, or it could even be just, the people around you, your community. I'm not sure. But keeping it together, it feels like it's about coming from a space of unity. And I feel like they want me to pull back. They don't want me to dive too far deep into the idea of the relationship. So not sure what that's about.
I just heard that she understands the message very well.
Okay. Okay, I'm just looking at her. Well, she's like, haha, that's awesome. Both. No way. I love ballet. Was thinking about love relationship. Okay. So for whatever reason, they were happy to pull back from that, or maybe I heard something about school. I just heard the word school. Yeah, I know, guys. The connection, Jenny's just saying the connection's really crazy. I don't understand why the connection's so crazy. I'm thinking maybe like I stop streaming and you keep yours going, and then maybe that way
Maybe
it's easier on the bandwidth or something. Something
We'll
like that big of
see.
an issue.
Okay, Whitney says, any messages from my guides as to new guides coming in and any general messages? Thank you.
So this is interesting. I feel like I was just trying to receive, and there were different pieces of things coming in, but nothing was really coming in close until I saw this angel, and they want you connecting more with the angelic energy, but like really connecting with it the way that you do with the earth energy and the Native American energy. They want you to really connect also with the angelic energy. And I think there's a way you can connect both angelically and earth based, and in a way it's almost like being grounded while connecting with the angels. And sometimes, like, there are certain classes I've taught where I'm channeling archangel energy and I am off in outer space. I am so ungrounded, it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. I'm such a space cadet when I do that class. But I feel like what they're saying is when you ground and you root in that Native American energy, but then you also reach and connect with the angelic energy, there is this balance that occurs where it's, I don't know, it just feels like it's a nice blend, where really beautiful, loving information comes from. That's a totally different frequency than what you're used to getting. I think they want you to expand your range of frequency.
Yeah, so I just heard, so what this shift is about is going from, so there's two different ways we can give people guidance. One is, you need to be thinking this, you need to do this. And what they want to move is away from that into much higher perspectives. So we all wind up in these earth skirmishes, right? And these things that might not seem like they're 100
skirmishes.
Yeah, earth skirmishes, like the whatever. Anyway, what I'm channeling, sometimes they say weird things and I just repeat it, and they're like, thank you for repeating weird stuff. Okay, so earth skirmishes. And then, we feel like, oh gosh, how do I get out of this? And there's one way to look at it, which is like, well, first you need to make lunch. And it's like, no, They don't want you to get into like trying to control how people think and what they do. Instead, it's to give them the wisdom, and it could be in the form of a metaphor, or it could be, okay, well, I see you're thinking down here about it. Here's a new way to look at the situation. So it's like a much higher perspective, and it's coming from a much higher wisdom. And you can only get this via channeling. It's not something, it's something that would come through like from the angelic realm that you would think, wow, I never even looked at it that way myself. And so you're channeling and you're giving this information to someone, and you can actually be learning from it at the same time. So it's much different, and it requires a much more open and trusting way of receiving, as opposed to like, oh, I know this earth skirmish, and so I'm going to throw you my 2 cents because it's like, it feels like safe advice to give because it sounds reasonable, which is much different, because this higher guidance can sometimes seem unreasonable.
Basically, I know. Basically, a lot of times the higher wisdom is like, step out of your persona and like get real and get high and wise about this.
Mhm.
Which is kind of a slap in the face sometimes to your ego or persona. And but the high guidance tends to be very direct, very beautiful and loving and all accepting, but at the same time, like, okay, now stop wasting time. You know what needs to happen. And then they wait for you to decide to do it. They're not the kind of guides that are like, honey, are you going to do it?
The time is now. Yeah. Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yes.
But we've also learned, okay, do it.
Yeah. I think that's it. I'm not getting anything else for wit. Are you?
No, I think that's it. There's like sort of a lot to sort of chew on, I think, with that.
Mhm.
But they do want you to shift, I think, how you're getting stuff and also how you deliver it to clients. So,
well, and it was interesting because it wasn't just like, okay, now a mix of energy kind of coming in, and there was a balance of both. So it's not about shifting necessarily what you're doing but it's about having a foundation of what you're doing, but then also reaching for a different vibration to bring in. Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know how to describe it. I see the vision of it, but I don't know how else to describe it. Hopefully you get what we mean.
yeah. So one more element they just add to it to bring in this sort of higher vibe, the higher wisdom often requires us to kind of wipe what we know. Because when a client comes to us and says, well, there's what I think I know is, which is often quite different.
Yeah, wait a minute, because
Yeah, unstable connection. It's lovely. Well, anyway,
she probably can't hear us.
I will probably remember this and we'll check in with you on it. Hey, Sanders says hello. Hey, I have no idea if anyone can hear this or not, but surely Art says messages for me and or my daughter Cindy. Shiny here. Hi guys.
There, kind of.
Kind of. So
I don't know.
We have no idea if we've been streaming this whole time or not.
What is going on tonight?
I don't know. But okay, we're here.
If you're still here, thank you so much for staying with us. All right.
Shirley Barcase, any messages for me and or daughter Cindy? Okay.
The image I'm seeing is, well, first I only saw you, Shirley, and then your daughter was in it as well. But you know what it's like when you're standing outside and it just starts to gently rain, and you look up and you put your arms out and you're just like, oh, that feels amazing. And it just feels very cleansing and refreshing. And then it kind of starts pouring and you still have your arms out and you're just like, oh my gosh, I love every second of this. Which I would like if I didn't have to go anywhere with my hair afterwards, but you know. But that's what I saw. And then the two of you were standing like loving the rain. I heard massive something coming soon. And it feels like it's good. It feels very like it's kind of wiping the slate clean of something. I don't know what else that is, but it sounds like it's like, be ready. Things shift with this, whatever it is, in a very good way, very loving, cleansing, purifying way. I don't know what's up. Thank you for staying with us. Can you see us? Our screen keeps going pixelating and slow-mo. I don't know what's going on, but thank you for staying with us. Because holy cow.
Yeah, what a challenge tonight. Hooray for they're dropping like flies though.
They
We got
are,
10
I
left.
know.
I know. Oh well.
All right. Anything else for Shirley or Cindy?
I think you were getting it and they were saying you were gonna get it. So
Okay.
So T Sanders, niche Sanders, you know T.
Yeah.
She says tomorrow is 4-year anniversary for Tyler. I feel him surrounding me. Any messages from him or my other guides, especially housing/love. Okay.
So the first, the vision, it's I'm getting a lot of visions tonight. The vision I see, the first thing that comes is this vision of, it's almost like you're in this dark old house. And it just kind of feels like what I think life feels like lately. But what they showed was this dusty old place, but you open up these windows and this beautiful sunlight comes in and it starts lighting up the room. And like the dust is flying, but there's like fresh air coming in and that beautiful light. And it just feels very, very positive. And there's multiple windows in the room. I think that means something. I'm not sure exactly what, but I feel like there's 3 or 4 windows, which maybe means that 3 or 4 good things coming in.
Yeah, and I'm hearing from Tyler actually that the windows are representing opportunities. So it does feel like that's coming beyond what you have now.
I feel like home might take a while. But it does feel like, these things that are coming are not small. They're really good. They're good jumps. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to say it because I heard it. I think it was your son, but I heard some guy was a nincompoop. I don't know if he would say that word, but that's what I'm hearing. So I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you had met a guy or something, or
I don't know, but at the same time you were getting that, I was seeing an image of you. Do you remember the motivational speech that you sent me, which T is an awesome motivational speaker, and it showed you on that stage. It was in that presentation. So I don't know what that means, if one of the opportunities might be something like that, but it does feel like keep an eye out for that. So I don't know what this means about love, but I heard hold steady. I have no idea what that means. They just said hold steady. They said where you're at, hold steady. So it just feels like take some time to process. Don't make any decisions yet. And they said more information coming. And I just asked if there's anything else, and they said no. Were you getting anything?
No, I'm not getting anything else.
All right, that's really good tuning in for you, T. It's been a while, and we love you. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
Missing you.
seriously.
Carrie said if I didn't work on Thursday evenings, I would definitely try to help you out. Shirley said, yeah, messages about different work, maybe when. I don't know. I don't remember what that means. Okay, we were getting some repeats. Did we do Jenny Biggs?
We did. Yeah.
Okay. Melanie
I
Severn.
don't think we've been hurt.
Okay, Melanie Severn. Hello, ladies. Any messages from loved ones that have passed? I've been having a hard time lately. Okay.
And then I saw, I think what was a pipe, but it was a really quick image. It was a fleeting image. Seems like kind of a fun guy. I don't know if he's like kind of a daredevil type, but just definitely seemed like he liked to take chances. Whoever he is, he's making himself known. I feel a female presence as well. More soft, more quiet. It's hard to get who she is.
I heard grandmother.
I'm getting a sense of, and I'm not sure if this is for you or someone in your family, but there's a sense of like, despair. Things are not going well, and hard times, maybe some fear, like what's coming. But I feel like what they're saying, and your guides as well, this feels like it's coming from different places. There is nothing that is too much for you to handle. And whoever this is for, whether it's for you or that loved one, there's nothing that's too much to handle. You are capable of handling everything in your path. But one of the tricks is to remember that, that it isn't the end of the world, whatever it is, and you're going to come back and things will be good again. It's a lot of times when things are down and out, it's like it's a phase that you're going through and you need to navigate the phase. But the higher you can stay in your thoughts and beliefs and your perspective and viewpoint, the better you're going to do and the quicker you're going to get through. And remember that perspective is everything. Things are going to get better. I do feel like whatever it is that this is going through, it might be a few more months, maybe 6 months or so, maybe even a little bit longer, but to really fully get through it. And like things on the other side look really good. And if 6 months seems like a long time, it's really not. Think about where you were 6 months ago from now and how you probably thought, oh, well, October's a long way away. And here we are. So I'm not sure if it's like there's anxiety or a lot of fear, but I keep feeling that. What is going on? Our connection or something is wackadoo.
So I'm feeling it. It's like an energy or a guide or a being, like something comes in. Like I actually feel it when it comes in, and when it goes away, the energy goes away. So like I know it's an energetic disturbance. So I've tried to clear a few of the
I lost my train of thought.
usual suspects.
Anyway, I don't know. I forget what was coming through. I don't remember now. I lost the connection. I lost my connection now that we have our connection.
In more ways than one.
All right. Were you getting anything for her?
No, I was just like trying to manage
the energy.
I mean, I was communicating with them about that. I said you should be good to go to pick up where you left off.
I'm trying to get it. I can't. I lost it. But what came to mind was this Bob Simas song, this one part of the lyric where he says, "It's in the things that you can't explain." I think what they want you to do is to get really deeply connected to your spiritual self and to those things that are really that you can't just put words to necessarily, and that is where your strength and wisdom comes through. And that old saying, "Let go, let God." It doesn't mean you don't have work to do, but you leave your worries behind. I think that's it. I lost the train of thought. Whoever it was that was talking to me, it's not coming back. So I don't know where I was with that. Sorry.
Yeah. The only thing I did get actually when you said something about how important perspective is, somebody came in and said, "It's perspective is everything." And they were so excited about it. I was like, yay, perspective. I was like ecstatic about it. So, okay.
I'm amazed we still have people sitting here watching us with this really terrible connection tonight. Thank you so much.
They probably put it down and walked
We love
out of
you.
the room. Another laughing. Okay.
Yeah, show us you're actually still watching. Give us angry faces.
Let us know that you didn't just like abandon your device on a table and say, "I'm going to go do something else," but I feel bad about turning it off. So Nina or Nina Galvez says, "Anything for me." Okay. Nina Galvez.
So I just I saw a picture of Santa popped in my head. But it also felt like it was like the old time Santa from like the night. I don't know. For me, that's old time from like the 1970s. The image of Santa that I got felt very old for me. I was born in the 70s, so it feels like, I don't know if it's referring to when you were a kid or to the 1970s or something, or maybe it's bringing up a feeling you had of what Christmas used to be like. This feels like a very important time for some reason.
I don't know if maybe you're worried about what the Christmas season, because this is going to be like our first COVID Christmas. Like, like what's it going to be like? Can we, get together in big groups? Can we travel? Like, how are we going to, not that we can't shop online for people, but it's a little different this year, obviously. I feel like because in years past, you'd be preparing for it around now. And so even if things, because what I heard was that things will loosen up by then. So the actual like holiday itself is probably going to be merrier than you think. But obviously the prep time is what it is, for now anyway.
And for some reason, I'm feeling this is connected to someone who's on the other side, someone who's passed. So I don't know if this is somebody who's recently passed or somebody who's been passed. I'm not sure, and I'm not clear who it is, but I just feel a connection to it. And it's like this fond memory of kind of like the magic of that season. And I'm sitting here thinking, I hope you actually celebrate Christmas, because this is a really funny message if you don't. But I'm going with what I'm getting. But no, it feels very connected to when you were a child, maybe, and maybe, I don't know if it's a parent or a grandparent, but somebody who you're very connected to, where this was a very special season with. I think that they want you to reconnect to that feel of Christmas, and maybe to them. Complete.
Okay, I just
Anything
heard,
else?
nope, that's it. So
We have time for one more, since they hung out with us. Let's see if we can get one more in.
yes,
We have a
already did
Gary?
do one.
So you know those I forget what those dolls are called, where like there's a doll stored inside of another doll, stored inside of another doll.
Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah, the nesting. What I got was like you keep taking off the outer layers and you're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into who you are and what you're here for. Like you're really getting to know yourself, and you're not done yet. You're not there, but you're getting there. And there's a sense of like you're really liking who you are, like that this power that you have, this inner power and strength and expression, and being able to just be you and be happy about it, and coming from that beautiful authenticity. You're doing a really good job with it. I heard, and I hope this doesn't scare you, but I heard massive changes and massive unfolding, but it feels very positive. I actually feel like really excited. And it's funny, they were showing me this, those roller coasters you get on where it's like, you don't know quite what the next turn is going to be, and all of a sudden the turn happens and you're like, ah, you're like, oh my God, that was awesome. But you're freaking out because like you don't know what's next. It kind of feels like that, but it's exciting. It's not quite that exciting, they said, but it's exciting. And I think you'll be thrilled with it. And it felt like it just shut down and pulled back. So I think that was it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that is it.
Gosh, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. I can't believe
Sorry.
the tech issues tonight.
Yeah, the show was weird. I'm looking forward to figuring out later, I guess, when we can tune in what that was, because I could feel it moving. I would go to me and then I could feel it go to the laptop, and I was like, stop going into the laptop. It's like this orb flying around.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We'll see you next week. Do we have any events coming up? Healing Crew Sunday?
Yeah, I think is it Healing Crew or is it Drum Circle? I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me.
I don't know, you guys. check nourishing-journey.com for the schedule. We do not have Healing Crew on Sunday. So,
Okay. All right.
all right.
We're breaking up anyway.
We're breaking up anyway. We'll